The thing with Karrion Kross is like he has the promos, he has everything, but I just don't get why they stopped the whole like his first gimmick when he first debuted, when they had the whole dramatic entrance.
Are you referring
Scarlett,
to the Bloodline spot on SmackDown when he came back? Or way back when he first came on NXT?
way back. I'm talking
Okay.
about when he first came to the main roster, when Vince was still in power.
Uh,
Because
I
Vince
cannot
loved,
forget those dog days.
but Vince loved that entrance, and Vince was smart because he knew that entrance sold everyone on Karrion Kross.
Hmm. I remember he had the whole backstage in NXT when he was attacking Johnny Gargano and how the camera goes all spiral and then he has the TikTok. Like
Yep.
all the vignettes was so perfect. Although I didn't like his in-ring style, which was fine because everything else was clicking and was perfect to your point. But go ahead. Continue. Just want to add that to your point.
No, but I agree 100% with you. Just like Scarlett coming out with the time
Yep.
stuff, the time sand, like that to me was making it so good. And I just feel like WWE right now, and especially what Fernando saying about Ron Killings, they're just building this on the fly, you know. So they
Mhm.
see Karrion Cross being a big name on social media, always being talked about by the fans. So they was like, all right, let's just give him a match on the PLE. It's not gonna go anywhere. It's not gonna do anything for neither of them because it did nothing for Sami Zayn.
To your point too, because keep in mind this match was never supposed to be on the card. It was supposed to be AJ versus Dominic for the IC title. But Dom's injury, he couldn't compete. So they scrapped that for a later date, which might be coming up on Raw soon, or they might save it for SummerSlam. So now they end up putting the Karrion Cross semi match together, which it did nothing for Sammy to your point, and it really wasn't gonna do. It wasn't. It's a lose lose for Karrion because we knew he wasn't going over, and him taking the pin wasn't gonna hurt him either because it's like we know he was not gonna get a push anyway.
Yeah, too much. That's what I'm saying. They're like, I don't know. I don't like this whole booking everything on the fly. Like it just doesn't make sense. It's like you're trying to say there's a story behind it when it really isn't, and it's fine.
Now
You know.
I'll do this pushback with the story part because they have been building up something with him in the backstage segments.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He's in the backstage, but bro, to be completely honest, unless you're watching it live,
You won't know that.
you won't notice.
That's
like
fair.
come on. Like I I feel like to me, if we were building this and if they were actually building this, why didn't cost Sami Zayn that match against Randy?
Mm, that's a good point.
Let's
That could
build
actually
something. You feel
easily
me?
had because you could have based on especially for those who were actually watching the product, you could have used all these backstage segments adding on to him costing the match with Sammy and
Exactly.
Randy. That could have built right into a SummerSlam match, especially with it being two nights. The only thing, and you know I have pushback with the 2 night SummerSlam, but the only good thing about it is there's no excuse not to get talent on the shows. It's the same thing with WrestleMania. There's no reason why you shouldn't have matches on the show. However, we know they're not going to have every title defended, which doesn't make sense. We're going to get there once as we get closer to SummerSlam. But I say that to say, yeah, I agree with your point from that viewpoint. I can get with that definitely.